Yeah, hello. This is Geeks Assembled, and this is Audio Heads. And today we are going into we're reviewing uh, an audio drama because it's really convoluted, and this is I think related in some way to the Bourne legacy or the Bourne story. No, no, not at all. Okay, never mind. It's a time traveler named Jeremiah Bourne, and this is Jeremiah Bourne in Time. And
Mhm.
so it's pretty fun, and it was written by Nigel Planer, who played Neil in The Young Ones, if you know what I mean. And so I really enjoyed this, and I was wondering what Lee thought. Opening thoughts for you, Lee, please, on Jeremiah Born in Time.
Yeah, Jeremiah Bourne in Time. This was an idea put forward to Big Finish by Nigel Planer
Uh huh.
um, about a time traveling teenager called Jeremiah,
Uh-huh.
or Jem for short. But he doesn't know why he's time traveling. Um, and this was released under the category in Big Finish of the original series,
Uh-huh.
where, where they made one-offs of original dramas to see if they were successful. Big Finish has done this several times, and this was one of the dramas they've made, and this is the only one they've made of Jeremiah Bone. Um, Nigel Planer has planned it to be a trilogy
Okay.
of, he's called it the Time Shards Chronicles.
Hmm.
Um, and one, this drama is based on the first novel, which was released about 3 years ago.
Mhm.
Two more novels to be released, but no more audio dramas. So this is a one-off audio drama. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it. It's set in 20. I think it was 2018 to begin with, and then after opening a biscuit tin in the basement somewhere, he ends up in 1910 in Edwardian London.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's going on, and that time period is filled with characters, um, great characters, played by some great actors. I mean, you've got Celia Imrie, you've got Nigel Planer, of course. Who else we've got? Siobhan Redman, Annette Badland.
Christopher,
Um,
and also from The Young Ones.
yeah, Christopher Ryan playing Pete. I think who else have we got here? Oh, Tim McInnery. Is it
Uh-huh.
McInnery? Um, who's a great actor. So you've got great ensemble cast, and it's very. I mean, I always say I like Victorian stories. This is just past the Victorian age. It's this sort of the Edwardian age, but you've still got that feel. Street urchins, um, mistreating of young women in this, um, but with the added science fiction of time travel in this. Um, I enjoyed it because he's hopping backwards and forwards, and he doesn't know how he's doing it until he's been given a clue by some strange person. It's all about memory. But yeah, I enjoyed this. It's a four-parter. Each episode's roughly about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Um, but yeah, you start listening to it, it draws you in. It's a shame that they never did any more of these, but that's what Big Finish does. Lifts your hopes up, then drops you. I've got used to that now. So yeah, back to you, Susan.
Yeah, it was not. not at all long. It was
Hmm.
just four parts, and the Sebastian Armesto did a really good job as Jeremiah Bourne. Um, he uh, Bourne was uncomfortable when he went back in time. He so you just got a sense that this character had a lot of trepidation and a lot of uh, fear around interacting with people. He carried a lot of the the sort of um, story mythos that time travel had.
Yeah,
He,
yeah, he
he
did.
de-
Yeah,
he didn't he never mentioned Doctor Who, but he kind of mentioned
Dr. Zed.
Dr. Zed, and he did talk about you know Back to the Future, and talked about the creative process of some of the others, um, like the Time Machine, like
Yeah,
H.G. Wells. And so, in so many ways, this drew upon those things, but there was no mechanism in time travel. It was a sort of a metaphysical experience, and so he first had to figure out how to do it, and then he had to figure out whether or not he was actually moving or if it was deja vu. As I loved the line that he said, I have deja vu while I'm having deja vu about deja vu. He was like, yeah, it's just, as prophetic people, we always heard that deja vu was pinpointing that you are in the exact right place at the exact right time. And so, yeah, these things that are so unique about this story were the characters and the one woman that he meets in Edwardian times and brings her forward, and she becomes like a house marm for a bunch of unwed mothers and women who needed help with their pregnancy, which is just sweet. Just a really kind aspect of her personality. And then there was also uh, the that other house that they went to where the Hydes lived, and I was like, the Hydes, Edwardian. Could that be Hyde as in Jekyll and then it never got developed that way. So I was like, oh, okay, just a
no,
name.
because it wasn't Hyde, it was Hythe.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's Hythe, not Hyde.
Let me look at this.
Nigel playing a
Oh,
play.
right. Okay, so I did see it. I was
Yeah,
looking at it with my cross eyes. Okay. All right. Anyway, so never mind that. And then there was the grout. They were really cool.
Mr. and Mrs. Grout.
Yeah, they were very salt of the earth kind of folks, and then there was Lucy and Ruby and Janet, and but the really cool thing was like how fun it was to hear Tim McHenry, and he played that guy Standish. Oh my, she was great, and
Yeah, what was it? He was a nudist.
yeah, I mean, he didn't. It's his parody. He said, "Put on some pants" or something. Put
I
on
will
some
not.
trousers.
I will not work anymore in this house if you do not put pants on.
Yeah, that's what
The cook.
the cook said. But yeah, that was fun. Anyway, favorite things of yours?
Um, I liked
Things
the.
that you didn't like very much. I don't know.
Oh, well, I can't say I didn't like any. There was no bad things about it, to be honest. Um,
Yeah,
I did like, say, the portrayal of the Grouts. They were brilliant by Annette Badland and oh, what's his name? I'm looking at the Timothy
Timothy
Bentic.
Bentic.
Yeah, Bentic. They also played another husband and wife in this, Mr. and Mrs. Briggs,
The Briggs, yeah,
which Mr.
named after the executive producers.
Mr. Briggs was quite a horrible man, violent man, and you got the feeling that Mrs. Briggs wanted friendship and help with this marriage because he was all about beating
Uh
and
huh.
being horrible. I mean, there was only in one episode, but you did feel for Mrs. Briggs.
Yeah, kidding.
But great acting, great acting. And the reveal of the villain of the piece, of course, as is Henry Hythe, um,
Yeah,
who is sort
that's
of
why. That was another reason why I thought, must be that. But sorry.
he he's the one who's revealed to be the villain by sort of doing his experiments on these pregnant young girls, which this was sort of the dark piece of the story.
Yeah, there was eugenics. They talked
Yeah.
about really weird stuff.
Um, but these people of the time believed Jeremiah to be a sorcerer or a wizard or whatever because of his mobile phone.
The black
The black
screen,
gla- the black glass. Um,
obsidian.
yeah, but yeah, the way he hopped back in time, then all of a sudden he hopped back back to the present, and where have you been? Who's this woman you've brought with you? And she settled straight away into the modern day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's quite an interesting tale. And then as well, you get the scene where he goes back to the future with the other two people. Who was it? Phyllis and Roger, where they love it. They end up going around to shopping. They end up they end up having a meal deal at a cafe somewhere with. And he loves the sachets of sauces, and but
And then
you can't
they're like, "No, you cannot bring these back."
because that in this, as you've mentioned, the laws of time travel and the sticking by it. You're not supposed to meet yourself. You're not supposed to change history. All that sort of thing. They're putting this into the story.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, it's and he's Jeremiah is looking for his mother because she just disappeared one day in his life. He was brought up by his stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
There's a connection with his mother and these strange people from the future who have got involvement somehow. And it's just a shame there's no follow up audio to this. And as far as I know, the second book in the trilogy has not been published yet. I think it might be this year. That's supposed to be coming out.
Good. Oh, good, good, good.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was something different.
Yeah, Nigel Planer hadn't put pen to paper yet.
In,
When he was first talking to the people, to Nick Briggs and Jason Haig Ellery, he hadn't finished, but they were like, this is very interesting. We would like you to
well,
produce.
the first book is out. It came out about 3 years ago.
No, but
Um,
this was written in 17.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then he wrote the book afterwards, which
Yeah,
fleshes the
that's what I
story out.
meant. Yeah, go ahead.
But now waiting for the second part of the trilogy, which
Yeah,
he's been busy promoting other stuff at the moment and touring
right.
and
So like it may be arm wrestling with Jason Haig Ellery and Nicholas Briggs. Should see if we can get these to continue. But
it
he's
it won't happen. Not with Big
no.
Finish.
All right.
I know what they're like.
The other thing that is really important is that this is uh, this is time travel without a device, and
Yeah.
so the lack of device means that there isn't a bunch of technobabble. There
True.
is there is no uh, sort of uh, alternate science. A lot of it has the kind of science that Planer is using in this is family science
Yeah.
and psychology and philosophy. I mean, there's a lot of the philosophy. That whole nudist thing was kind of funny. I mean, it was amusing and also like rather an abrupt thing, but it the discussion of philosophy of life philosophy under that point was big, and then like the thing that Jeremiah Bourne is going through after he puts on those scratchy wool trousers, and he's just like, how the hell do people even wear these? I used to have a pair of trousers very much like that because I'm from Minnesota and that was pretty cold.
Uh-huh.
But the reality is like you put those on and and the and he was debating what in his own mind later on the psychology after the philosophy comes the psychology of what he was saying of what the Standish was saying about not having to wear clothes at all, and so these two sort of you know or these sort of other sciences that are touched on with this piece. It was pretty grand. Memory, the science of memory, the science of I mean the science memory being part of psychology, but also part of like a different sort of more metaphysical science also. And then because in the memories, the in the in Jeremiah's first interest in that house
Yeah.
and the layers of wallpaper and all that stuff, he was able to. I mean, it was that which formed the slipstream that moved him into the other realm. But the other thing was that this house. I mean, the way it was described, it was also a little bit of architecture and interior design and memory, like memory forming, like talking about antiques versus modern,
Yeah.
and and slightly touched on religion in certain places. Um, talking about traveling and seeing things, and also talking about what these people believed about wizards and stuff, and the seances that they were having.
Yeah.
I mean, it was they had a lot of like these. Yeah, it was just really interesting. It was actually it must have been a really interesting time. And so no wonder no wonder he said it in that time frame because it's really challenging. And yeah, I don't know any. I only knew my grandfather and grandmother who were from that, and my grandparents were from that era, but they were born in that era. They weren't like adults, and so this that whole like sort of you need to be great grandparents. There need to be have been my great grandparents or great great grandparents to really have touched on where that was in our family's life. So yeah, I just had a lot of questions about that, and I thought it was really good. So anyway, what about you? What do you think of
Well, I knew
the
my
different aspects of this?
yeah, well, I knew my great grandparents, so they were from that era. Um, yeah, as I say, memories are time travel, and that's what this is written around. Memories are time travel,
Yeah,
and we just sort of took that premise and run with it. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it. Say that there was several characters in this, great characters, um, and to get the cast they did.
gosh,
Yeah, I mean, even the funny bit is with Roger as well being the nudist, he's got a pet parrot as well. Oh,
yeah.
keeps telling him to put the trousers on. Um,
Put on your trousers. Put on your
put the
trousers.
trousers
Oh,
on.
put on.
But it's it's Jeremiah's vulnerability of not knowing what's going on
Right.
and making things worse. He made it things worse for Daisy by mentioning that she was pregnant. Uh, because back in those days it was frowned upon. And then you find out that all the girls who are in the house there are in the same situation. They've had babies. The children have been taken away from them. Um, which was one,
Impelled her to start the social service group when she walked into the future.
yeah.
I
Um,
mean, so there was no, even though you think that that's breaking the laws of time, it's actually creating a huge good.
yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, it's the way the story's interwoven and it's seamlessly interwoven, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That was awesome.
yeah, I found it really intriguing and an easy listening as well. It was an easy listen, as
Yep.
you said, because there was no techno babble or anything like that. Yeah,
No.
just a sort of straightforward, fun adventure romp.
Mm-hmm.
Great comedic pieces in it, great actors, great storytelling. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I picked it, to be honest, because I have never heard it before.
Yeah.
Mm, back to you, Susan.
Yeah. So yeah, it was directed by Barnaby Edwards, and he played a couple of characters in it. And uh, I just think that he did know how to pull uh, great performances out, and the pacing was perfect. And um, so yeah, just to add kudos to what Lee just said, and then the yeah, I think that Nigel Planer is actually like taking some of the inspiration probably from Terry Pratchett, who he's actually starred in many Pratchett things. And then
Is it, isn't he the voice of the audio books as well?
yeah, a lot of them, very
Yeah.
much. Yeah. And then also he himself was one of those uh alternative comedians during the whole 80s. comedy was uh Comedy was a barrel of uni uh, inspired jokes and young people doing poetry instead of war and all that good stuff. Trying to be okay with homosexuality and trying to be okay with interracial attachments and lives, and just all the great uh, those things that are so the diversity and like the inclusion of everybody. And so because of the the comedy stylings that were out then, another one of those people was Christopher Ryan. Christopher
Mhm.
Ryan's done like straight no, not straight, what do you call it, franchise science fiction time travel stuff, in the fact that he was the Santarans, many of the Santarans for many years actually. He played all of them in the 2000s. He played, well, pretty much all of them in the 2000s. He and Dan Starkey took off around,
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe 2010, and then it was Starkey more and Ryan less. But for a while, it was all Christopher Ryan, and all the faces and all the voices, and so yeah, that was fun.
But also he played Lord Kiv in Man Warp,
In Mind Warp, that's right. Oh my gosh, you're right about that. That's true.
and of course Mike in the Young Ones.
And yeah, Mike and the Young Ones, and he was one of those comedians as well.
Mm.
He and Nigel Planer and Nate Edmondson and Rick Mayall. So those are all my favorites. And when I was a kid, when I was not a kid, but younger than I am now. Anyway, now I'm a geezer. But back in those days, I owned a little trailer by the river, and because I lived by myself, I played the young ones all the time, and they just became my roommates. Okay, so that was the reality that I was in my head, and this was all in his head. That's the other thing about Jeremiah Bourne, is that it was all in his mind. He was just able to do all this stuff. It's a bit like L11 in Stranger Things. He's like, there's that kind of energy too.
Mm.
So yeah, all those things to be said, that this was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
And do you have anything else to add?
No, I just think it's a pity that nothing came of this in audio form anyway after this. So but at least we've got this to listen to.
Oh, we could arm wrestle those guys.
The
Make
what
them
this
do another one. Make them
the what
turn the next book into it.
they won't do that. Yeah. Big Finish are very stuck in the ways.
Well, it just takes arm wrestling them, right? Okay. Anyway, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, because I do agree with Lee on this. Okay, okay, our faithful listeners, you just have to know that we really want these things to carry on, so to speak.
Mm.
That when things used to carry on, or up the or whatever, you'd have a lot of material, and it would be very fun. But this
Yeah.
this one needs that kind of treatment. Anyway, yeah. So all that to be said, uh, what's your final say and score then?
As I say, very enjoyable four-parter. Easy to follow. It's not confusing. Great performances. The comedy works where the comedy is supposed to work. So for me, it's 10. Oh, what shall we say? 10 biscuit tins out of 10.
There you go, biscuit tin. Yeah, they thought that the biscuit tin was the way of time travel for a long time. That was very fun. And I will give this I'll give this 10 parrots squawking about nudists out of 10. Right, put your trousers on. Right. That was those. Oh, I'm sorry, I dangled a participle there. Put your put on your trousers. Put on your trousers. All right. Anyway, let's see. So we enjoy these things. We want you to join us. We would love to have you.
Yep.
So talk to Lee. Please, you got to be 18 or older because I end up swearing a lot. And
Potty
okay,
mouth.
so 18 or over, available Sundays at 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. We got You gotta have a device with Zoom, a camera, and a microphone, and you gotta watch and listen to what we watch and listen to. And also, if you'd like to, you know, to like and subscribe to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. We realize that it's just another thing to end up in your string of subscriptions, but if you hit the bell notification when we put out something a couple times a week, those things that we put out are really good and you enjoy them. And I probably think that especially since we do weekends where we're all like involved in the same things over and over again, you should probably do that. And then also, yeah, join us on our social media and especially our Facebook group, because the Facebook group is where Lee and his friends from all over and way back get together and talk about these geeky things. It's called Geeks Assembled, and that's us. And
Yeah.
so thanks for listening to Audio Heads, and thanks for going out and getting Jeremiah Bourne in Time.